for the past 7 years. Today, I have the honor of bringing you our weekly Parkland real estate market update. But first, I wanted to get into some graphs and figures. This is from Freddie Mac and Keeping Current Matters. This mortgage chart shows from 1971 to today. So buyers today are in shock when they see above 7% mortgage rates, especially when rates for the past few years have been 2 to 5%. Let's be honest. We've been really, really grateful to have those kind of rates. They've never been at that level. And we're just people remember, have a bad memory. I mean, rates have never been that low, and they never will be unless something, tragic like a pandemic or God forbid a war. So we had these crazy rates that people took advantage of. But historically, rates are still below the 52-year average. So where are mortgage interest rates headed to, and how does inflation affect rates today? So the inflation and 30-year mortgage graph that you can see shows how inflation and the rates are together. So the graph by Freddie Mac, BLS, and Keeping Current Matters again shows that inflation and mortgage rates go hand in hand. So historically, when inflation goes down, so does interest rates. So see the circled area on the map on the right side here on this graph. You can clearly see that it's indicating that rates should go and follow and then come down. So if inflation can continue to come down close to the Fed's 2% range is what they're really trying to get to, then mortgage rates should adjust down to 5 to 6%. The question is not will it happen, but when it will happen. So if you look at the next chart, the home price forecast 2023 graph, you're seeing that all of these figures show that the predictions of all these major companies like Fannie Mae, Morgan Stanley, Zillow, Wells Fargo, all of them predicted the end of 2022 that rates would fall. Some predicted little amount drop, but then some predicted 15 to 20%. Goldman Sachs predicted 5 to 10% drop. They have since changed their forecast. So as of right now, they've changed recently, and they are all showing 0 to positive gains of 0 to up to 6%. So I found it very interesting. And look, everybody's opinion can change, stats change, market changes, inflation numbers change. This is what we're hoping for. It's good, positive news to see that the major indicators are showing that the predictions from at the end of last year are not happening. And I wanted to dive deeper into this to show you just in our city of Parkland, to give you an example year to date from this year to last year, to give you numbers. So year to date now, 2023, we have sold 350 single family homes that have sold, excluding the 55 plus and condos and townhouses and villas. The median sales price has been pretty consistent. We've been doing this market update every week, $1,175,000. The average days on market is 49 days for homes that have sold, and the average price per square foot is $374. You look at these numbers, and what does that mean? Well, let's look back year to date last year from January to now of 2022. We had 399 single family homes. So yes, inventory is at a record low right now. So we had more inventory selling and more buyers being able to close on these properties. So we almost had 50 home sales more. And that's, of course, excluding 55 plus communities and condos and villas and townhouses. The median sales price year to date last year was 4% less. It was $1,125,000. So this year, prices have increased year to date 4% in the city of Parkland for single family homes for sale. The days on market has actually gone down. It's 26 days on market. So I'm sorry, it's gone up because last year was 26 days. And this year we've had homes taking 49. So we've seen an increase in time on market. And then finally, the price per square foot last year was $362 per square foot. And that's a 3% less than this year. So we've seen a 3% increase price per square foot this year and a 4% increase from last year in price. So this all means that once inflation gets under control, once that we the Fed feels that we've come down to that 2% goal, and we're getting there. It could take another 6, 12 months, but I think we're going to get there. And I think some of the recent CPI numbers and some of the other factors are showing that people are spending less. Now, would they love to get it under control in the next few months? Yes. Will that happen? I don't know. I mean, we're going to get in the holiday spending season soon. And I think people should realize that they should be very cautious because our credit card debt is up to $1 trillion. It has never been that high before. So people are definitely spending, but they're not spending with their own money. They're paying 20+% in interest rates on credit cards when 7% interest rate on houses is dramatically different. So I think once this gets under control, we will see rates go down. We will see millions of people able to qualify for loans. I mean, Barbara Corcoran, she thinks a 10 to 15% increase in sales, values once the rates get under 6%. And I have to say, I have to agree with her because when affordability is there, people want to buy homes, especially since so many are on the fence right now, have been on the fence and stayed on the fence in the last few months. So this week in Parkland real estate, just for this week, there are 91 single-family homes for sale, excluding the 55+ community and condos and townhouses. 33 of those listings have already been reduced in price and are still actively listed. That's 36% of the inventory available on the market. So if you're a buyer in this market, you can get a good deal. 69 days on the market. So we're approaching that 7 days. We've been seeing 70 to 75 days on market, and those homes are still sitting there. So they could be on the market for another 25, 30, 40 days. So it's starting to shift the time on market and the, what the expectations are of buyers in this market because they're taking back a little bit of the power because of the rates. Median sales price, as I said, $1,175,000. That's been very consistent. In the past 7 days, we've had 15 new listings, 14 price reductions, 11 homes went under contract, 13 homes sold. And now I'm adding in this market update for rentals because I've never seen rentals this amount. We have 36 available single-family homes for rent that are, that have been on the market for 44 days on average, and they haven't come off the market. And kids have just gone back to school. So, our inventory has been hovering around 35 to 45, 50 homes on the market for rent. As I know, people don't want to lose their low interest rate. They have to move. They're trying to pay off that mortgage and look at it as an investment property. We did some videos showing that might not be the best option if you lose your some of your homestead, and you certainly use your capital gains tax write-off, for the property. So the mortgage interest rates news. According to Mortgage News Daily, 30-year fixed rate, we're at 7.22%, 15-year rate, 6.59%, and the 30-year jumbo rate, which we see mostly in Parkland, is 7.30%. So what does this all mean for you? I've been saying this over and over again. Predictions are getting closer to being correct. The consensus of what's happening in our market. We have not seen a decline in real estate. We have not seen the, buyers, running away from homes in Parkland or other areas of Florida, particularly South Florida. People want to live here. They want to get off the fence and buy. They just need a nudge. They need to be informed. But if you're looking to make a move and you could sell your house for a premium, you could sell it for more this year than you could last year. If you look at the numbers, statistically, it shows that. Some communities, some homes, some luxury markets, they have seen a drop in value, even in our city. But overall, the market has not fallen apart. And if you're looking to get into a house of your dreams and be able to purchase it and go through that process and get a mortgage and have a house appraised and have an inspection and be able to maybe sell and then, have a contingency purchase, couldn't do that a year or so ago. Could never do that. And then if you're going to maybe have the seller help you with, buying down your rate, which I've seen, options there with multiple lenders. You can do the 3-2-1 buy downs, the 2-1 buy downs, the 1-year buy downs. Even in our market in Parkland, you can do that 1-year buy down, or you buy a property, get a little less price, maybe some closing cost concessions, and then know that you're going to refinance to a lower rate in the next 6, 12, 15 months, I believe. That's what buyers should be looking at today, because once those rates get low, once inflation gets under control, all of these predictions for a market with 7+% rates nationwide, but certainly in our local market, Parkland, has been proven to be the market is continuing to go up in value, not down in value. Because if it's going to go up, take advantage of you getting in now and being able to get the home of your dreams, refinance later, and watch all of your friends and family members struggle to purchase a home. The people buying homes today who should be buying, I'm reaching out, I'm looking at you in this camera, and I hope it falls on you, and friends and family tell you this. You weren't buying 2 years ago. Why didn't you buy 2 years ago? Because you couldn't buy. You couldn't compete. Now you have less competition, and you should be in the market to purchase before that competition comes knocking at every door that you want to buy a house in. And then you're forced to stay in a rental, forced to stay in a house that is not, perfect for your family. So please, don't watch the press with negative interest rate news. It's not all about one thing. Rate is so important, but there's so many more factors that we can teach you, and speak to lenders and go to sellers and try to go to bat for you to get you the best rate possible, with the idea of a refinance in the future, where you sell your house still for a premium and get a better deal on a house now, where the built-in amount of savings that you could get could be tenfold when the market shifts, and it will shift. Shelter 60% of people's income right now. It's scary out there. So understand, be informed, speak to your lender. We would love to be able to, send you to a lender that can give you the advice you need. We can look at your individual situation of where you live to what you want to buy. We're here to help you. So if you want to know the value of your house, please visit our website dedicated to this exclusively. It's myparklandhomevalue.com. If you go to the top corner of this screen on your TV, you can use the QR code. I come out personally, talk about the market, but talk about it in regards to your particular house, your neighborhood, your type of model, because every home is different in every different community. We're very hyper local. And then we tell you how we're going to market the home uniquely with our amazing team, our in-house marketing. We have all the equipment, all the marketing to get your home exposed, and we can put your house on the market very, very quickly and sell it for a record price and guide you through the process on your next steps, if it's a local purchase or an out-of-area purchase. We have 5 open houses this weekend. 5. Please see our social media for all of them. 2 in particular in Mar-a-Lago and 2 new listings. And we have a lot of other properties being exposed and have a lot of different options, different price points. Please come out, support Parrot Realty. If you have any questions, please share this post. Please let us know if we can help you in any way. I hope you have a great weekend with your family. It's NFL football's back. So take a look at our properties, and you could certainly still watch the games this week in between.